Hello, welcome to my channel. This is yesterday's mistakes, where we learn from some of the mistakes that we committed yesterday so that we do not repeat them tomorrow. My name is Hete, and today we're going to be talking about lost opportunities. Lost opportunities. So the story begins like this. I am a girl who has always been passionate for education. I've always loved to school, and so I did my primary education and secondary education, and it was time for me to go to high school. But then I had to travel abroad without finishing my high school education because the opportunity presented itself, and so I had to travel with my family to relocate to another country. But it was so difficult for me because I really wanted to finish my school. Yeah, it was so difficult for me because I was so passionate for education and I wanted to finish my A levels before traveling. So unfortunately, I had to leave my school halfway and we relocated to another country where they spoke a different language. Integrating in the society was difficult. And so I had to put my school on a halt. By now, I'm towards my late teens, getting to my 20s. And so some years passed by trying to get used to in that new country. All plans of education has been suspended at this point. I was not even thinking of it because it was totally a different school system. Everything there was different. So it was hard for me to just integrate. So I started doing some odd jobs, some cleaning here and there, or some menial jobs. But then it happened that I traveled. I traveled to the US to visit a friend. And as God will have his way, the friend had an appointment at a university. So he invited me to come along to accompany him. And so when I went there, to my greatest surprise, the chancellor, the interviewer, took so much interest in me coming to school there than my friend. And he asked me what qualification I had. I told him I had not finished high school, so I do not even have the degree, the A levels to be able to enroll in a university. He said, no, it doesn't matter. He said he will help me to acquire a place in that university and I could study whatever I wanted to study. So he actually even offered me a place. Whereas the friend that I went with was not offered a place, but he offered me a place and I was so happy. He said I can study anything that I wanted to study. And I could not believe it. I was, what is this for real? So I started making plans to relocate to America, to the US, because I'd only gone there to visit. I came back home and I told my family that there's this opportunity that has presented itself to me. I'm going to go back. I'm going to move to America to finish my studies. And everybody was so happy for me. And I was making those plans to relocate. But then along the way, a young man came and he asked my hand in marriage. He was interested in me. And now I was torn between two choices. Do I say yes and go into marriage, or do I pursue my education? I asked him if he was willing to wait. He said yes, but hesitated, and he said he would want us to get married as soon as possible. And I could always go to school later on. But that was the mistake, because immediately we finally accepted to get married. And as we get married, you know what happens. Family life starts. Children started coming. And before I knew it, that opportunity was lost. That is how I was not able to go again to university. I lost the opportunity that I had so much longed for. And over the years, I had always regretted and wanted that opportunity, but did not take advantage of it. So what is the lesson here? If as a young person, an opportunity comes for you to be able to go to school, please do. Take that opportunity. If somebody wants to get married to you and they love you, they will wait. They will wait a year or 2 or 3 or 4 for you to be able to acquire your degree, because that opportunity, once lost, may never be acquired. So the lesson, young people, They say, make hay while the sun shines. Use every opportunity you have. Take advantage of it, because a time might come when you might not have that opportunity anymore. This is yesterday's mistakes. I hope somebody learned something new today. God bless you. Bye-bye.